All right, so I thought I'd create a video and show you how to set up lightweight instances. If you are not sure what are lightweight instances, I have another video on my channel that explains what are they, how to set up one, and what are the useful cases. But just to get started and set up a system, first thing that you want to do is go to the plugin tab, search for lightweight instances. You can see there is a plugin called Lightweight Instances Editor. Enable that, press yes, and then restart your editor. Now, once your editor is restarted, you are set to go. The first thing that you want to do is to create a manager, right? You want to create a manager for every type of lightweight instances that you have. So for example, if you have trees, you want to create one for trees. If you have loots, boxes, and things like that, you can create for one as well. So the way that you do that is you go to the blueprints, expand all classes, and then just type for lightweight instance manager. But we want to use the static mesh manager version of it. And that's because the actor that we're going to use has an static mesh, and we want to have a way to kind of render that and visualize it to the player. So I'm going to create one. You can name it anything. I'm just going to call lightweight instance manager. Once you open it up, the first thing that you want to do is set the represented class, right? You want to tell the manager what class you want to handle, but we don't have any actor, so let's actually create that. So let's just create a blueprint actor, and then call it, for example, my chair. Now you can open it up, add a static mesh. I'm gonna set that as a root. Just be clean, and then we're gonna use a chair static mesh, right? So we have an actor that has a static mesh of chair. Now, once our actor is ready, we can go back to the manager. Now we can set the class BP chair, my chair, and then once you set that, compile and save. Now the next step is actually using the instanced static mesh component to kind of render those meshes, right? So you want to set the mesh here. But one quick note is, at least in 5.0.1, you want to make sure that the random sit is set to something before you set the static mesh, else your engine will crash. So, you can just set it to something random, or if you even revert it, just make sure that it's not set to 0. Now, once that's settled, now you can set the static mesh to the chair, compile and save. Now, both of our classes that we need are configured. Now it's actually time to place them. Now, we just need to place the manager inside the word like that. You can see it's up there. Save. Another note, there is another issue in the current version of the engine, where if you actually place the actors now and convert it to lightweight instances, they will just disappear. It will not keep track of it. So what you want to do is place your manager as we just did, save the level, and then restart your editor once. So we're going to save everything that we have done, restart the editor. Now, once the editor is restarted, now we can actually place actors and kind of convert them to lightweight instances. You might have to do this. I mean, at least at this current version of the engine, you might have to do this for every level that you add a manager to. So our manager is already here. We already placed it before we start. Now we are ready to actually place actors and actually sit, right? So I'm going to place one actor or maybe two actors. I can select one or I can select both at the same time by holding control, and then go up here at the actor, and then we can see we have this new button, and that's because we enabled the plugin at the beginning of the video. Now when I select, you can see that they have been converted to lightweight instances. There are two ways to know that. First, if you go to your manager, you can see that there are now 2 new entries here, which kind of represent your new lightweight instances. And also, if you click on them, you can see that, you know, there are instances and they only have the transform left there, right? So now we have already kind of set up and configured a Lightweight instance. Now I've already explained what are the use cases and why you want to do this in another video, which I'm going to probably link in the description below, or even do one of those cards at the top of the video as well. You can watch that, why you want to use this system, you know, why can it be useful in your cases. And yeah, and this was just a quick video on how to set up one.